Listen. Hey guys, it's Victoria again. Welcome and welcome back. Let us jump into your reading because I already have quite a bit of stuff. If you see me looking around, it's because of the animals, the butterflies, the birds. That is how I channel. I channel best in nature. So if you're new to this channel and you're wondering like why I'm getting distracted, although I will say sometimes I do get a little bit distracted, but I am just observing nature. I love being out in nature and getting the signs that way as well. But today we're going to get into some tarot cards. I already channeled some stuff from the other night. Got quite a bit actually. And I pulled a few cards. Did a pre-pull already. And unsurprisingly, oh, it was a lizard. Unsurprisingly, you guys got the Tower. Which, if you are someone that has watched any of my recent videos, I believe the Tower came out in the last or second to last video, and this energy has been consistent, which makes sense on why the Knight of Pentacles came out after it, like immediately after. I really was only gonna pull one card, but this kind of, it was one of those things where it was like, do I take the other card or do I keep the one? But I was like, I'll just take both. But to me, this kind of indicates, since this energy has been consistent, it's been almost lingering, like this change, this Tower moment in your life has been, honestly, I'm gonna just say what I'm getting. Okay, this feels prolonged. It could be because Knight of Pentacles, you see how the horse is stationary, it's not moving, right? I mean, it does have the one hoof up and it's like making the action to probably take a step forward, but no movement is happening here in this art depiction here. Okay, and to me this seems like a lack of moving forward because someone is possibly set in their ways. Oh, do you see the crow right here? That possibly someone is set in their ways, and I don't know if someone here is like, why can I not move past this? Why is this so hard? Like, or why is this taking so long? Why is this not working in my favor? Why is my prayers not being answered? Why am I hearing the same messages over and over again? You could literally be getting like very similar messages, but I'm wondering if this is tackling like an inner belief, right? Because I was picking up a lot of religious type of undertones with this reading. Sorry, I feel like there's a hair on my lip. Because you guys got the Exorcist card after this. And to me, this is like a purging of something and liberating yourself from either a constrictive type of belief, a constricted, oh my gosh, there's the other crow. Ugh, I don't know if you can see him. No, you can't see him. Whatever. Let me fix that. Okay. Sorry, I like seeing him there. Freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. This to me is like a spiritual liberation, a religious liberation, because when I did pull the Knight of Pentacles as well, I was focused very heavily on the pentacle. Even drew a pentacle here. While channeling, and the pentacle, I'm gonna talk about my experience a little bit just because I feel like someone here could be in a similar situation. Obviously not, you know, copy paste type of situation, but similar. If you were to tell me like 5 years ago that I would be doing divination or channeling, anything like that on the internet, I would have literally like, I would not have believed it, because I grew up in such a strict way of like religious beliefs, to a point where seeking any outside knowledge was totally like a big no-no. And the thing is that there are people in my family A lot of women in my family that I know for a fact are psychic. They are incredibly intuitive, but it is just not a topic of discussion that is talked about. It's kind of like brought up, and then we don't talk about it. Like, we don't talk about Bruno. Like, it is a taboo subject. So it's like, and that for me growing up, I was always so freaking curious. I'm like, but why then? Why, if we are, let me not get too much into that, but maybe you're someone that questioned a lot of rules or religious doctrines or anything like that growing up. You had a lot of questions. There were things that didn't make sense, contradictions even, or just stifling. Something could have been like stifling. Someone here could be having a trouble moving past a religion that was ingrained in you from a very, very young age. And the thing is, the funny thing is in the modern day, the pentacle, sometimes like with the pentagram, it is linked with witchcraft, right? Especially in certain Christian denominations. I know for a fact certain family members, if they were to see that I had a pentacle, because there's some, I don't openly talk about my spirituality, even though I am getting to a point where I'm like just not really caring. It's not so much that I'm not, like I'm hiding it, it's just like, this is my thing, right? I don't need to declare it to the rest of my family or friends. Like, this is just something that I really love. Like, I connect with spirit. I love reading for people. I love reading for you guys. It's not something that is like that I broadcast to my family, you know what I mean? Or people that I knew who have very, very strict beliefs, because honestly, I feel like that's a whole other headache that I don't even want to deal with. To be in some aspect, that is just a whole nother headache I don't even want to deal with. So I just really just keep to myself. And you could be like that right now, but this feels more like maybe you are going to start being more open. Like, you're having some type of like spiritual liberation, having some type of, you're able to think for yourself. This feels like you're definitely able to think for yourself. Because again, tying into the pentacle, it was in 1855 that there was a, let me turn this air off. Sorry, that was just gonna be way too loud, and I don't want to deal with that. Back to what I was saying. So in 1855 there was a French writer, I believe the name Eliphas Levi. I could be wrong, I'll have to double check that. Eliphas Levi, where there was the pentacle was mentioned it was brought up in a book about magic. So that's kind of how that correlation got tied in together, because the pentacle predates Christianity. And I don't know if someone here is like annoyed that I talk about Christianity or like use Christianity as an example. Of course, use your own, fit it to how you need to fit it. If this is any type of other type of religion, even like cult, like, because sometimes there should be like cult behavior, like literally a cult, indoctrination type shit. So you literally could have been part of some type of like indoctrination, a cult, anything like that. Like, that is what's coming through right now. But it's like from a young age, like such a, literally, like if you're to the ages of 6, like the way that your brain develops as a child, like if you are pumping all this like information and fear and shame, and I don't know, I'm feeling that could have definitely happened to you. But it sets you up to have this like closed thinking, right? Closed-mindedness. You're not allowed. You're not allowed by other members, hierarchy, whatever it may be, or you're not allowed by family, you're not allowed by your own strict like shame or fear to actually delve and look for answers in other places than, again, example, like the Bible, right? Like there are other ways of connecting with God. There's other ways of connecting with spirit and I've said this in a past reading, like there is not just one way. And it's just, it's crazy to me, especially with like what, there's 8 billion people in the world, and you have these groups who are just like, this is the only way for every single person, and like, what? No. And again, the pentacle predates Christianity, going back like 3000 to 3500 BCE. This was used in like the Stone Age. The pentacle has been revered in a lot of ancient civilizations. You have like Egyptian, Chinese, you have even Mayan has speculated that the pentacle was used. You have the Greek, Babylonians, Sumerians. Like, this has been a symbol throughout many different cultures and many different time periods. And it's just, it's weird to me. And okay, maybe I shouldn't, God help me channel and not use my own words. It's just interesting, we'll use that word. It's just interesting to me that some people can see a person expressing interest in learning different cultures, learning different ways of, you know, connecting with earth, God, spirit, whatever it may be, and then having like an automatic judgment on that. Like, is that not strange? Like, it's just so strange. So you could definitely be surrounded by people who are judging you so heavily for whatever belief or practice that you are now doing, or if you're literally liberating yourself from a practice. It could even be like something like Scientology, Mormonism. Like, there's something here where it's like you broke free of something, and maybe you were made to be like a villain. You were made to be like literally someone could even have said, oh my gosh, sorry, I don't know why I said sorry. I dropped all my cards right now. But you could be someone that maybe family even went to the lengths of like trying to exercise some type of spirit out of you, or trying to like, they perhaps thought you were under some type of spiritual warfare, destructive, like it says, destructive impulses here. But again, tying into the pentacle, it's when you have access to knowledge, or you start learning and you take the initiatives to start researching things on your own, even listening to this video, don't just take my words as truth. I implore everyone to always do your own research, always listen to your own intuition, use your own discernment here. And even me showing this card, right? Even if I wasn't speaking or anything like that, if I wasn't giving a channeled message here, you guys could interpret a message for yourself. Anyone watching this, if there's more than one person watching this, I guarantee there will be a message specifically that you conclude on your own from this image that is meant for you. So I just feel like you could definitely be someone who is into divination. Maybe you are a tarot reader. You don't have to be, or you just do things on your own. Like, you go to the beat of your own drum, and somehow this is looked down on. This is, how dare you? Like, what? I'm hearing that song, This Time, Baby, I'll Be Bulletproof. So it's like, this could have been something that you went back to, or maybe you felt guilted to go back into, and then it was just like, no, I've learned from my mistakes. I can't do this again. I refuse to put myself in this situation again. I refuse to put myself in an environment like this again. I refuse to keep my mind in a box, keep my mind in a, like, almost like a freaking, like, blinders, you know? Like, that's how I feel here with this. Someone here could be named Trevor, Molly, Keisha, Aaliyah, Sean, Caitlin, Kat, Jacqueline even. But the thing, going back to the pentacle, man, I need a pen. I should have brought a pen with me. Whatever. I use my finger. The thing with the pentacle is it has different meanings in different cultures in different times. Even tying back to Christianity, the pentacle before the cross was popularized as a symbol for Christianity. The pentacle was used, literally ancient Christianity, the pentacle was used symbolizing either the 5 senses or it was the 5 marks with Jesus. So it's like the nails, right? 2 on the hands, 2 on the feet, and then 1, I believe, was like the chest or the ribs or something like that. It was used for that. And then with ancient Chinese Taoism, like the Taoism philosophy, there is, I believe the 5 points represented the Eastern elements. So it was wood, metal, fire, water, and earth. And then you have like scholars and astrologers stating that in ancient times, like Mesopotamian times, Babylonian times, like they believed that this was a symbol revered in, wait, that's not the correct way to phrase the sentence. They believed that it symbolized the 5 planets that you can see without a telescope. So there's different interpretations here. There's different ways of viewing things. And I think that is the message here. It's like that liberation of thinking, that liberation of belief here, right? I also was getting and the planets are Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, Venus, and Mercury. So if anyone was wondering what the planets were. I was channeling a song, Hail to the King by A7X, because metal was sticking out to me a lot. So someone here could really like metal, heavy metal, rock music, old alternative. Hail to the King by Avenged Sevenfold is coming through. There was also, I wrote it down, hold on. It was Coordinates, August Burns Red. And there was a lyric that said, let go of all you perceive, everything is not as it seems. That is very on point with what we are talking about. Because everything that you believed growing up, everything that you knew, everything that you were taught, I feel like someone here is like, you had, your tower moment could have been like the way the world was, well, I guess, yeah, upside down. The way the world was to you completely shifted, right? Something happened, or you just broke out of a, literally like a cult, a belief, a toxic type of mindset here where you pushed past this. You broke free from this. You stated, no, I'm not going to do this. Lilith energy is coming through right now. So weird. My aunt that I have not talked to in months just messaged me. Like, I don't even have a really close relationship with her. So you could be getting criticized maybe by certain family members. And this is so funny because, okay, no, I'm not going to delve into that, but you could definitely be, you might have even had family members that were part of a church, like a pastor's wife, priest, something here where there is some type of authority. And again, it doesn't have to be Christianity. I just use that because that's what I know. And I'm doing I am still unlearning certain things. This is a fairly new, although I did divinate without cards growing up, like I've always had an intuition, always been able to, like I said, I know there are psychic family members, I know that they are, but it just will not be discussed in my family. So this is something that has been a thing since I was younger, but learning, actually being able to learn more about it and delve deeper into the history of what was taught to me as evil, as bad, as demonic, as like satanic, as, you know, it is a massive change. Like, it is such a, it rocks your world. Like, for me anyway, that's how it felt. Like, I felt like my entire worldview was just like, what? And it takes courage. It takes courage to break out of these beliefs, especially, like I said, especially when it's something that has been ingrained into you from literally like birth, childhood, since you were super young, maybe even before you could even talk. You could have been like a baby going into a church or a temple, whatever it may be. Like, before you could even like be able to process what you were hearing or what was going on, like, you just can't think critically about it. So this is what's coming up. I feel like maybe the message is that you are doing more research. You're starting to delve further out from what you initially started from, and you're just, it's almost like I'm seeing Legos being stacked on top of each other. So I don't know. Maybe you're just like maybe this is like books too. Maybe you're stacking up on books or knowledge here. There's just like a lot. It's like a hunger for learning, which I feel you, because I'm the same way. Like, I love learning new stuff. I love learning about different cultures, different beliefs. You could be in that same boat here. Doesn't have to be. And honestly, this page is for everyone. I'm not, except for weirdos. Don't be on my page if you're a fucking weirdo. Like, I'll block you. But anyone in spirituality, whatever your belief is, like, as long as, like I said, as long as you're not fucking hurting anyone and trying to force your beliefs onto others, or just be in an ignorant mindset where your way is the only way, and it's like you have to constantly tell people, like, no. Like, no, thank you. I mean, even look at Louisiana. I believe, I think it was passed. I don't know. There is a bill that's either being introduced or has been passed where the 10 Commandments are like mandatory in schools, in public schools. And it's such, I mean, this is, maybe I'm channeling energy for this time, because it is such a weird time that we're living in, that we can see in the political climate, in the broader scope of the world, right? Like, there is a lot that happens when beliefs clash, and there can be violence, there can be war, there can be literally so many things when people have that. And again, I feel like this is an ego thing, like holding on to that, like, my way is the only way. It's almost like this, again, this authority. I just feel like there was a heavy authority over you, even as you continue to grow older, right? You could literally have been someone in your 20s, 30s even. Shit, maybe even 40s, where you have family that is still, like, on your ass. Also Kaylee coming through as well. Well, let's pull some more cards here. I'm not gonna do those. What else does the collective need to know, Holy Spirit? For those watching, what does the collective need to know? Did one flip over? No. Does anything want to come out of this deck? Or what? Holy Spirit, what messages need to reach the collective? He's just chilling there. How you feeling? Pretty bird. What up? Focus. Okay. Holy Spirit, what does the collective need to know? Someone here definitely needs to have a little bit more courage, or you're finding your courage here. And God, I'm sorry if I sound like pushy, like, you need to find some courage. No, that's not what I'm saying. I just feel like someone's building up the courage maybe to speak their truth, speak their mind about something, take a step forward towards something, you know, action on something. There's going to be some type of action on something. Is there no messages with this deck? Hello? Holy Spirit. I'm going to try one more time. Any messages for the collective here? Okay. 7 of Swords and 8 of Cups. You're walking away from this manipulation. Whatever that has been told to you, like, it really is very deceitful. It's very conniving, manipulative. I just feel like someone intentionally has like some type of authority, or they're abusing some type of authority. It's like the wolf in sheep's clothing type of, that's what I'm picking up right here. It's like wolf in sheep's clothing. There is like a false leader, I mean, this could literally be if someone is in some type of spiritual hierarchy, power, whatever, has a title connected to God, source, the divine, whatever, Allah, whatever it may be. It's almost like they abuse this. It really is like they abuse this. Oh, there's a cardinal. So someone could have a grandfather or father spirit near them. Even great-grandfather. There could be a great-grandfather here. Possibly someone that you didn't know in life, or you only had moments with them. Like, maybe you don't have memories of this because you were very, very young, or you were like a baby when they passed. But I'm just getting the image of like someone holding a baby, but like maybe you didn't have, this could be like a great-great-grandparent. But with the 8 of Cups, like you're walking away from this situation. But with the Knight of Pentacles that was in your initial pool, your pre-pool, this to me, it could be something difficult that you had to, like, you've internalized some stuff. I feel like you've definitely internalized some stuff. And moving forward can seem kind of like difficult, scary. Or maybe you're like me, where it's like you just don't really even want to exert any type of energy on that at all. But yeah, family comes into play very heavily here, because my indicators for grandparent, grandfather specifically spirits is red cardinals. Red cardinals show up, and that was just so weird. My aunt messaging me, like I seriously have not talked to her in a long time. Ace of Pentacles. So someone here could be, ooh, and the King of Swords. Someone here could be, oh my God, and the King of Wands. Yo, so you are moving on to way, way brighter days here, okay? And I think this is also like when you have this revelation or epiphany, or as you continue to grow and learn, you are coming into this like king status. And this is not gendered, okay? This is you really tapping into that masculine energy. What did I say about action, right? You are tapping into this, taking action towards something, being courageous. The King of Wands, he is courageous. And the King of Swords, you're being smart about it. You're absorbing knowledge here. I'm getting Dexter's Lab. Someone here could have been like a genius or a kid genius, or maybe you were just like, if you were just curious. You could have definitely been curious. And like I said, if you were like a kid, you were just always asking like, but why? Like, why is it like this? But this doesn't make sense. Like, I don't understand. I feel you. Definitely have been there. But with the Ace of Pentacles, it's like you stepped away. You are embracing this new change. And Pentacle also symbolizes like stability. It's like you could definitely be career minded as well. So you could be Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or you could be, I mean, honestly, you could be, we've got most signs here except water. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. This feels more Leo, Libra, and Taurus. I don't know, maybe someone here has those as your top 3. I don't know. He's still chilling there. Okay, focus. Sorry, I'm getting distracted with the birds. honestly, this to me just symbolizes like your prosperity is not limited here. As you step out of this cage, as you step out of this mentality, as you step out of this like fear, whatever it is that was like gripping you, whatever it was that was keeping you tied, if it was family, maybe you're now going low to no contact. With the Dexter's laboratory, so okay, and the lab was secret. This was a secret lab that he had. So yeah, you're doing stuff in private. This is not something that you're vocalizing very much to family, friends. You're not outwardly like talking about it, right? You're not outwardly saying like, hey, this is what I'm doing now. Hey, this is what I believe now. Or hey, I don't, like, maybe you stop going to church. Maybe you stop doing, certain things, and people have an idea, or people are kind of suspicious of what you're doing, or maybe someone literally saw, if you have some type of pentacle hanging in your house or home or whatever, someone could have seen like some type of imagery or symbolism here and immediately like ran with it and just like caused some type of chaos here. Oof. Yeah, I'm seeing like family group chat or something like that. Yikes. And you could have a sister that you do not get along with, because I'm thinking of Dexter and Dee, right? Like, they did not get along. They were completely opposite. So you could have a sister that you don't get along with, or you could have a sibling that you're very close to, and then a sibling that you're not close to. So I don't know. This could be like, maybe there's 3 siblings and you're close to one, but not close to the other. Take it if it resonates. Don't take it if it doesn't. Let's get some more cards, though. What else does a collective need to know? Holy Spirit. Whoa. Burden. You guys have been carrying this for a long time, I'm telling you. And that's why this Tower moment has been so, like, it's just been lingering. The energy is... I'm sorry, I'm saying, when lizards do that, like, head bob thing, and then their throats, like, stick out? I have to see what that is. Why do they do that? Anyway, getting back to this, the burden. You could have definitely been carrying a lot of other people's. You see how it's like there's so many keys. Like, so many people have tried to tell you different things to try to unlock something within you, really try to get you to open up or receive the message or receive God in the way that they want you to, in the way that they feel is best for you, even though you yourself could be like, no, I have my own key, that I'm gonna go my own way. And it says, the more you carry, the slower you move. Core, desire, subtrick, abundance. So releasing the weight of all that, right? Releasing the weight. And some of you could carry a lot of guilt with you. Again, there is a lot of like religious guilt, especially if this is like trauma that has not been acknowledged or anything like that. It could be something that is hindering your growth, hindering your process, hindering your literally hindering you from achieving this abundance or achieving this lifestyle. Even like, I just feel like there could even be a very massive change in your lifestyle because of this. What else though? But the more you carry, the slower your move. Yeah, oh my god, I'm seeing, and if you guys have ever played like Fallout or Skyrim, sorry, I couldn't think of it. Skyrim. If you have too much, if you're carrying way too much, your character will not be able to run, they won't be able to. So it's like you are vulnerable to attacks. If you're carrying all this weight with you, you have to release some of this stuff so you could actually move forward at a pace that feels good to you, at a pace that works for you. If not, you're going to be dragging your feet. Literally, you're dragging your feet right now. And I don't mean to sound harsh, and I'm trying not to sound harsh or judgmental or coming across that way. That is not my intention whatsoever. But there is this stagnancy. So if you have been in this feeling like you're just like, why hasn't this happened yet? Or like, I keep hearing the same thing over and over again. It's like, perhaps maybe there's something here that you need to exercise from yourself. Maybe you need to purge something. Something here needs to be purged. And by you doing so, it says freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses.
this is not solely a you journey. I feel like there are eyes on you in some aspects. So again, you could be doing some type of, maybe you're a commentator, or you have your own channel, you do something where you are speaking your truth about something, because there are eyes on you. Others are following you, or others are watching how you're moving, and almost, yeah, if this is like a maybe you left like a Mormon family or something like that, and you weren't able to talk to certain siblings, and I don't know, this is what's coming through. Maybe there's like a certain sibling that you weren't able to talk to. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But after you exercise this, or after you, ooh, solitude's at the bottom. Personal truth may set others free. Literally. You being in this, I don't know, it's almost like God has put like this spiritual bubble around you, right? Like there is this bubble of protection. There is this, and maybe you need to envision more wards around you spiritually. But like I said, there's eyes on you, and you being you don't hold yourself back. Like if there's something you want to look up, if there's something you want to read, if there's something that you want to research, if there's something that you want to practice, like if you feel called to do it, and the only thing stopping you is fear or like beliefs from like a childhood or something like that, don't let that stop you, because that is what is keeping you in this tower energy. That is why this rebuilding, period, that is why this structure is taking so long to rebuild, is because I feel like there is this, you're carrying too much. Like you have so much weight on you, and it needs to be released. It needs to be let go. Ooh, there's 2 of them now. I think don't be barking right now. There's literally nothing out there. It's just birds. You hear them every day. Maybe some of you guys have like a guard dog in spirit. If you have a dog that's passed, maybe even a childhood dog, they could be guarding you spiritually. Maybe you guys have even heard, I don't know why, I just had the sound like of, you know, nails clicking on hardwood floors. So you could literally have been like heard something. Strength. Oh my God. Strength. You guys are gaining strength. You're gaining courage. What did I say? This is something that is going to change your life. It's going to be such an emotional roller coaster, I feel, as well, because you're unpacking a lot. You're coming to terms with a lot of situations. Oh yeah, there is a dog out there. Oh, relax, honey. You're breaking free from those four walls. Literally, you are being liberated. You're finding strength within yourself. So please make sure that you're giving yourself some love, giving yourself some compassion. Because for some of you, I feel like you don't have, like you might not have a massive support group, right? Like you might not have that family to fall back on, that I don't know, it's just almost like, this is giving me like if you were having troubles or having a hard time mentally, and you know, you wanted to go to therapy, or you wanted to talk to someone, and then it's like your family or your guardian or whoever was taking care of you, it's like they were like, actually we're gonna have you talk to the pastor, we're gonna have you talk to the priest, we're gonna have you talk to so and so, and it's literally just the same stuff regurgitated to you, and I feel like this was just not helpful to you. So a lot of you guys are unpacking heavy stuff. There could be a lot of religious trauma here that's getting unpacked or needs to get unpacked. So yeah, I mean, but strength, you guys have a lot of power, right? There's a lot of power within you, and it does say core power, subject control. And it says shape and direct your surroundings. Your actions, your choices are what shape your future. So if you're taking actions and making decisions based on like past experiences or based on past beliefs that you really don't even resonate with, or you don't really even believe or follow yourself anymore, but it's still ingrained in you, right? It's still something that is maybe even subconscious. We talk about this all the time, right? Like the brain is so weird. The brain is crazy. I mean, even the human body is crazy. The universe is crazy. Before we get all existential, but the brain really is, it's fascinating, but it's wild. I love learning about it though. And maybe you guys do as well. But let's close this reading. Final messages here. It says, weave together the crown you deserve. So you're creating your own future here. You are now shaping a future that perhaps you didn't even have. Like you, again, if we're tying it how I was talking about like 5 years ago, I would never have been able to guess where I'm at right now. Like the changes in my life have been so drastic within the last 5 years. Whoa. Girl, chill. It's okay. But you could be the same way. Like there could have been like, if you look back in the past, you probably were like, oh my God, like this is like a whole different life. Like this is a completely different way of living that I am now living, right? For lack of a better word or way of phrasing. Final messages here, Holy Spirit, final messages. And again, I implore you, I really do, I encourage everyone to, do your own research. Look into your own, like if there's things that you're interested in, especially if you're doing practices, make sure that you're researching like things that are ethically sourced. Make sure you're researching that you're not practicing close practices. Like take the time and really learn, study, right? Study the things that interest you, that bring your spirit alive. It's not... It is not a... Sorry, I'm getting another message. Someone sent me an apology right now. Someone could be apologizing to you soon. Wait, what was I saying before that? Lord, what was I saying? Oh my gosh. I don't know. Hold on. Sorry guys, it slipped from my mind. I'm so sorry. Listen, I do get distracted easily. I apologize. Okay, I'm only gonna take one, please. Spirit, please. Only one. God, Holy Spirit, angels, ancestors of the collective. Why is this so difficult right now? Maybe someone who's going to apologize, it's time for healing, not war. Maybe someone who's going to come forward and apologize, they might be dragging their feet on it, or they might be in their ego, right? They might be processing, like having accountability for something. They might be processing right now that they are in the wrong about something. They might be... It could have initially been in a state of denial, but I feel like this is someone who's coming forward to apologize to you is going to be someone who is really had to sit with what they did or what they said. They really had to sit with that. And I feel like this is like they're dragging their feet on something. It's almost like pulling teeth, right? People who cannot admit that they're wrong, or people who have a hard time apologizing or admitting to their faults or mistakes, you could have been surrounded by people like that. Or this is the person who is going to come forward and apologize. Oh my God, this freaking shirt is biting me. Need I fucking say more? Throne, your potential is endless with the strength. Like, with the queen, or actually, I mean, you're in queen energy right now. Let's be real. You're getting that balance. You're now tapping into the masculine part of you. That could have definitely been shut down. You could have been someone, especially if you were in a religion where it's like, you know, if you're a woman, you gotta be meek and submissive, and you gotta follow what the man said. Like, fuck that, okay? Sorry. I'm passionate about that, but no. You're now learning to tap into that masculine side of you, that yin yang, that balance. Things are balancing out. You're taking action now. And you are in your throne, I'm telling you. Or if you don't feel like you're in this like regal king or queen energy, keep going, because that is where you're ending up. Literally. Look at this. Bitch, look at this. Hello? You need to give yourself more credit. Seriously. Give yourself more credit. And again, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, don't be afraid. Like, okay, if it was so easy to just like get rid of fear like that, then everyone would do it, right? But kind of sit with it for a minute, right? Like, let it flow through your body, and maybe even start questioning, what is it that I'm fearing? What is the source of this fear? Where is this coming from? Like, really sit with this and process this, you know, and only do this if it resonates. I'm a person on the internet, okay? I'm not a therapist. I'm not a professional psychiatrist. I'm a person on the internet channeling the divine, okay? So again, use your own discernment. We're all adults here, okay? So you're gonna do what you're gonna do, and that's that. But I'm telling you, like, please give yourself compassion, because please realize that you are so strong and you are so powerful here. Like, this energy is wild. And someone here could also be connected to Oshun. So you might want to look that up. And someone here could have these traits of like regal, witchy, and almost like a siren energy. It's like you really embody this like mystical, maybe even some of you have like an ethereal quality to you, or there's just like this out of world quality about you. There's this, I don't know, I hate saying unique in every video, but it really, there is not going to be anyone like you before you or after you. Like, we all have a very unique signature in our DNA. Like, how do I explain? Like, you are a fucking incredible. Like, everyone here existing, just the miracle of being alive. And maybe, I hope I don't sound like I'm being like, I don't know, toxic positivity or whatever, but it really, when you look at all of it, like the sense of how humans came to be, how the universe came to be, the odds of what it takes for a sperm to reach an egg, for you to actually be born, like it's wild. It really is just so wild. So I just feel like there is, if you are looking for a purpose, or you feel like you have no purpose in your life and you're asking God, like, what am I supposed to do? Where's the direction I'm going? Follow your intuition. I feel like deep down you know exactly what it is that you need to do, or you have an idea, you have an inkling of where you want to go. You have an inkling of like what road to take, or what action to do, or who to cut out, right? Like, again, like going back to that low to no contact, maybe again that could be a very difficult thing, especially if it's family members that you love but are aware that are negatively impacting your life, or are negatively impacting, you know, your success, your journey to this liberation, to this freedom, to this emotional, like being emotionally healthy. Like, someone here is really trying to get their emotions and their mental health in check, which I applaud you, because sometimes it really is difficult. It really fucking is. And it's not all rainbows and sunshines. Like, literally, it's not. And I don't know. one final card, and then we're gonna end it. Final card here, final message here, Holy Spirit. Red, forgive. This came out, I'm telling you guys, this energy has lingered because you guys consistently, like, these cards come out so frequently. Red. you're needing to forgive yourself. Maybe even forgive yourself for not leaving when you did. Forgive yourself for not, like, maybe you made the wrong choices in the past, right? And you can't let go of that, or you can't let go of, you know, coming back. Like, if you left and you came back to a situation that was bad for you, and you're like, why did I do that again? I knew it was going to end like this. I knew it was going to happen again. Why did I put myself in this position? Forgive yourself. I'm telling you, be compassionate with yourself. Give yourself some love. You know, take a bath. Give yourself do like a face mask. You know, do something nice for yourself. You know, draw, color, paint, anything. It could be little things. You know, sit outside, play with a dog. I don't know, like anything little that can really just tap you into that love. Like, you need to tap into your heart chakra here. But yeah, we're gonna end it there. I feel like you guys are getting into like a no nonsense type of energy as well with this, with all these like king energy and queen energy coming through. Once you release these burdens, I'm telling you, it's like you're gonna be, it's like a new personality. Even people are gonna be looking at you like, there are gonna be people from your past judging you heavily. I'm just the messenger, but if you're already experiencing judgment, if you come out and start being happy in your beliefs, happy in your life that you're living, not restrictive, you're out here being courageous in this, there's gonna be some evil eye towards you. Definitely. That is what's coming through. There's definitely going to be some negative eyes on you. So keep that in mind. But don't let it hinder you, because it ain't nothing but a thing. It ain't nothing but a thing. Seriously. Because you are heavily protected. Like, you're seriously so protected, not just by ancestors, but you literally have like a pet spirit around you as well. But yeah, that's what I have for your guys reading today. I hope this was helpful or entertaining at the very least. This is for entertainment purposes. Let me just state that. But yeah, I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. Stay healthy, hydrated, and blessed. And I hope you're treated as you treat others. Bye.